Welcome to the Art of Quantum Healing, where we speak about trauma, mental health and healing. I am your host, Lisa Nadler, and I'm thrilled to have you come into my energetic field. In this podcast, I will be sharing my own personal experiences to guide, teach, and help pave the way. We'll also be welcoming so many other divine souls who have overcome trauma and found happiness, health, wealth, and next level abundance through mind, body, and soul connection. My mission is to help women high vibe and thrive with inner peace, passion, and purpose.
Welcome to the Art of Quantum Healing. Today I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about what's happening right now with our whole energetic system, with what's happening right now with the fact that we have nothing to look forward to, or we feel like we have nothing to look forward to. We feel like when we make plans, they are not being able to be fulfilled, or they might not be able to be fulfilled, or perhaps we're making plans and we have to cancel, or we can't even make plans, so we don't have that excitement around something to really hold on to that's going to fill our soul, that's going to make us happy, that's going to bring us into that higher vibrational energy, into that real joyful state. Because a lot of the times you think about it, you know, you when you have something that you actually are looking forward to, when you have something that you actually want to do, when you plan a trip, or you plan an event, or you plan, you know, a get together with some girlfriends, or, you know, you plan something that you've actually got to look forward to, even if it's not now, even if it's in 6 months' time, or even if it's 2 months' time, it gives you that real excitement. It gives you something to hold on to. And right now, with what's happening in the world, a lot of us are finding ourselves that we can't actually make those plans, or if we do, that it's just being cut off and it's not being able to happen. So our minds are not only living in a space of, you know, we don't have that joyful thing to hold on to. Our minds are also on alert for, well, what could happen tomorrow? Well, what if this happened? Well, what if this got taken away from me? So what if? And it actually tends to take us into a mind state of lack of. And when we're in a mind state of lack of, we're actually in a state of poverty or scarcity, or feeling like we're absolutely having to be submissive because we don't have any control, or we feel like we don't have any control right now. So what's been happening is that we have moved past the feelings now of not being in control. We went through a whole path of, oh, this isn't fair, you know, we can't do anything. And then we were like fighting for like our controls being taken away from us. And now we've actually, a lot of us have moved into a state of, oh, well, this is just how it is. This is how life is now, you know, and it's taught us into a real lower vibrational energy of submissive. Now, we can actually create change, but what we need to do is we need to stand up and be counted. We need to be heard, and we need to speak our truth. Deciding what is best for you is the most important thing that you can do right now. And being content with what others are and what they're doing, what they're saying, what they're thinking may not fit for you. It may not be this part of your journey. And how you want your journey to play out is 100% up to you in this moment. What you are deciding and feeling and thinking may not happen right now, but if you can stay in that beautiful state of that higher vibrational energy, if you can stay in that beautiful state of living in your truth to what you're wanting, to what you're desiring, to where you're wanting to move to what, even the simple thing of holding an energy, your energy, high above anything that's happening underneath. Anything that you're seeing, anything that you're feeling, anything that you're noticing, anything that is beyond your control, anything that you are starting to feel submissive about. If you can hold your vibrational energy and you can hold your frequency to a higher state, then that is going to keep you in that beautiful space of not living in lack of, not living in the 3D dimension, living in the matrix of the 5D, living in that beautiful state. I absolutely believe that there is no 4D anymore. That we have moved into a state of we're either anchored in 5D or we're in 3D. It is getting further and further away. And it's not to say that you can't go from 3D to 5D. Absolutely friggin' not. What I'm saying is that the disjointment within ourselves is we're either on a high or we're feeling like we're on a low. So we don't have that in-between state of being able to move between the different states of being. So the frequencies and our energy is very, either you're in it or you're not. There's no in between. Well, that's what it feels like anyway. So sadly, we are living, as I said, in this state of lack of, because we can't actually control what's around us, and we've moved into our submissive state. We're waiting for things to be changed. We're waiting for things to be disrupted. Our life is very disruptive right now. So it can almost feel like you're living on Groundhog Day, right? The movie Groundhog Day, where you're just getting up and doing the same thing every day on repeat. Every day on repeat. And when you try to do something different, you're pulled back into this 3D matrix that's going on at the moment. You're pulled into this current state of being. So routine seems unexciting because it's just that same routine. And that is what you can feel into is really the term of insanity. And that's what it's causing. And I remember when I was doing my corporate job, I felt like I was doing everything on repeat, and I was trying to create some change, but I couldn't. It was like I had to keep doing the same thing every day, rinse and repeat. And that's Tim and Sandy, the same thing every day and expecting a different result. And because a lot of us feel that we can't move to that different result, we can't move to that different way of being, it's causing a lot of anxiety. Our levels of anxiety are lifting. It's causing depression. It's causing grief, guilt, and really a trauma which is debilitating. It is absolutely causing us to have trauma trapped in our life, because we feel like we're in this static energy of a holding container. So I just want to give you some tips on how you can actually move out of this space, how you can move out of this space with where you are right now, with some sort of control within you, with the way that you can raise your vibration and get into that state of really grounding yourself into now, grounding yourself into your energy, and allowing you to be of control of what your mental state of being is, of what your frequency, of what your energy levels are, because those three things are so important right now to how you're going to move through this, how you're going to keep moving through this, and how you're going to get to the other side of this, whenever that other side looks like for you, when you feel like you're in some sort of space that you can actually start taking control back of your life. One of the biggest things that you can do is don't give up. Do not give up. Do not stop looking at the belief and the know and the trust that things are absolutely going to get better, that things are going to change, that you are going to be able to go on that holiday one day. Do not give up from being any state of allowing yourself to get into the lack of, the what if, what if that our trip gets cancelled? What if this happens? What if, or, allow yourself to sit in okay, well, if it doesn't happen now, it's going to happen. So next time we do it, it's going to be bigger and beautiful and bolder and more expansive and more of an adventure. Don't give up on those dreams and aspirations. Don't give up on anything that you are absolutely desiring. Keep building yourself towards it. Keep your energy at that high level, and the frequency will match. And things that you are wanting may not come in that actual physical reality, but things will start lifting. You'll start seeing things getting, because more things will come into your field. What you focus on expands. That is 100% true. And the energy you put into that focus is how things are going to be created. And it's like that red bike story. That somebody wanted that big car, that flash car, and they got given that red, beautiful, big flash car that was absolutely amazing. But right now they couldn't drive that. The universe, the God source was saying, you can't actually afford it. You can't drive it. You can't manage it. It's not for you right now. And I'm going to give you a beautiful red bicycle instead. So that moves me into the next thing, being in the gratitude for what you have. absolutely feel into the gratitude for what you have. Be grateful for that bike, because you're going to get that car, but right now a bike fits your needs on where you are. So you may not be going on a big trip, but maybe you could create a space in your house. Like for me, when I couldn't travel, I packed my bag, I messaged my husband, and I made out that I'm coming to your Airbnb room, even though we didn't have one. And I messaged him and I said, how much a night? And he was like, $50. So I got $100 out of the wallet and I walked around, and it was actually Monopoly money because it's all we had around the house at that time. And I packed my bag and I knocked on the door and hello, and I gave him the money, and I went down to our back room and I unpacked my suitcase, and I was in this space for two nights, and I created my own reality to lift my vibrational energy, because I was getting really depressed about being locked up in my space. And then it was like my whole energy lifted. Create the environment that you want. It might not be that big, bold thing, but it can absolutely be something that's going to fit your needs right now. Keep a journal of things that you do want to do as like a bucket list. You hear those people that these are the things I'm going to do before I die. Do the things that you can do when you get out of lockup, or when you get into a space where you can travel, or when you can see your family. Start creating a list of what you're going to do, because remember, when you're focusing on the heart-shaped stuff and you can lift your vibrational energy, then you're going to start creating it. It's going to move a lot faster when things do shift. It's all about sitting in that heart space, love energy of it. Give yourself, and this also segues to my next thing, give yourself things to look forward to lift your spirits. They can be tiny things. They don't have to be big and bold, but do things that lift your spirits and your energy in this moment. I know for me, that an absolute unconditional for me is getting out into Mother Nature. It's getting to the beach. It's going to the forest. It's filling my tank. It's filling me up with fresh air. At times it was just sticking my head out the window and just breathing in that beautiful, beautiful, crisp air. Lift your vibration. Another thing, feel into the frequency you would want to be in when you're doing what you want. So sit down and feel that when you are doing exactly what you're wanting, what is your energy like? What frequency are you living in? How are you feeling? What are your emotions? What is actually coming within you? How are you, is the smile big and bright on your face? Or are you sitting there going, oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. Or are you like, this is how it's going to feel like. This is what my love tank's going to be. This is how my excitement's going to be. This is the joy it's going to bring to me. And live from that space. Live from that space. Everything is energy. Do an hour check-in with your energy and align it to the frequency that you just spoke, that you just created above. Write out what you were doing. When you're doing this is how I'm going to feel, and move into that energy. It's like when you're creating something and you want to create it and manifest it, you move into the energy like it's already happened. This is the same thing. Another thing you can do is be so strong with your mind. So strong with your mind. Don't allow negative crap to come in. Don't allow negative people to be in. Don't allow anything negative to be in your environment. Do an environmental sweep. Go into your social media, sweep it all up. If someone's not filling your tank and making you into that beautiful high vibration, unfollow them for right now. Your energy, your vibration, your frequency, your environment, your surroundings are the most important things to you right now. So hold them in the highest level of respect. Hold them in the highest level of honoring what needs to come in and what needs to go out from your space. It is so important, especially when you can't control what's going on. Motivate yourself. Motivate yourself. And ways you can motivate yourself is lower your anxiety. What can you do right now to lower your anxiety? Ring up a friend, have a chat, have a laugh. Put on something that makes you laugh on Netflix. Watch a really fun thing that's going to make you laugh. Big Bang Theory. Oh my God, that always raises my vibration. Avoid any negative consequences, conversation, or talks about things that you don't want to talk about. I have 3 things I do not allow into my field. I do not like and will get into a conversation about it. I will never be the first person that mentions them. Politics, religion, and COVID. No-go zones, because they're not things that lift my environment. They're not things that I want into my field. I want things that are going to really raise my level of consciousness. They're going to raise my level of frequency. That are going to keep my mind clear, crisp, and clean. Clear your mind. Align with your values. If something is not meeting those values, then walk away. Let it go. Come back to your center. Come back to your groundedness. Come back to your sovereignty. Come back to you being the most important thing right now. And remove everything that's going to reduce, that was causing you stress. Reduce your stress. Reduce your stress. And the number one thing that I always bring myself back to is I live in gratitude. You may not have that much around you right now, but be grateful for what you do. Be grateful for who you do. Be grateful that you get to wake up every day and you get to live another day. That is huge. Every day is a gift. We get into the space where we think that we actually deserve and earn things, and things should just, that life that I had, why the hell don't I have it? You know what? Well, maybe you need to have a look at the things that you do have in your life, the people that you have in your life, the people you love, the food you have, the roof over your head. The fact you have internet and you can listen to this right now, the fact you can actually allow yourself to be in the space that you have the time to listen to this video. I'm grateful for you. Are you grateful for me? Be grateful for everything. I'm grateful for the water I have when I have a shower. I'm grateful for the pillow I have when I put my head on it. I'm grateful when I put my 2 feet in the morning on Mother Earth. I'm so grateful. Focus on gratitude and watch your joy rise. Watch your frequency and your energy shift to new levels of abundance within you. Focus on whatever makes you happy, and remember, what you focus on expands. Fill your heart, your soul with lots of mindful magic. Meditate, mindfulness. Stay in that beautiful sovereignty of your being, in your beautiful container, and don't let anything into your field that you don't want to. Keep your energy and your frequency high and do regular checks. So I hope this has helped. I really enjoyed sharing it with you, and I would love you to, if there's anything that you want me to talk about, make sure that you comment below, make sure you share this, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you for the next episode. Sending you so much love. Remember, your past doesn't define your future. You do.
Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. Make sure to check out all the show notes of today's episode on my website by clicking on the link in the description. Also, make sure to join my newsletter to receive a free guided meditation to help you feel grounded throughout your day. Finally, make sure to subscribe to my channel and help us grow the community by sharing it with your friends. I am your host, Lisa Nadler, and this is the Art of Quantum Healing.